Yes, my people, them. It's your boy Paul Kada. Listen, today I'm going to be speaking about confidence. A lot of people don't really have the confidence to do easy and simple things. Like, I hate using this one as an example, but like speaking to people in like a public space. So, for example, let's say you're out to do shopping, maybe by yourself, maybe you're with your friends, and you see this really nice, attractive girl. Most people, they would love the idea to approach this person, but they inflict so many negative thoughts aside or aligned with the the action of actually going to approach this person, that they force themselves into a box where they don't even have the confidence to go make that approach. Or if you were to make them make this approach, they would be afraid. Like they'd make every excuse in the world to not do it. They'd be like, oh, she's gone past already, or like, oh, maybe she wouldn't like someone like me, or like, oh, if I go do this thing, then it's just gonna affect. What if she like rejects me? It's just gonna affect me, my mood and stuff like this, or oh, today's not the day for this, or like just any excuse they can make to just avoid making that initiation, making that contact, and taking it a step further. Sometimes the girl might even look at them, like give them a quick, not even a quick glance, like give them a thorough look, like 2, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 second look, and even a further step further, further. She might even smile at the person. That gets most men in today's society, they get a nervous breakdown when a girl looks at them and smiles at them, which is unbelievable because it's like you've already put that person on like a pedestal if you're afraid to make that approach. I mean, okay, by all means, if you have a solidified reason, like let's say you have a girlfriend, then fair enough. Like no one's gonna force you to go do that. But you wouldn't even be looking in that direction in the beginning. And okay, let's say for example, you might not want to be in the mind state of trying to approach a girl. Maybe you're focused more on your money or your reputation and stuff like that. Fair enough, but you're not gonna die if you go do this thing. Like you could literally just approach to just let her know that you are one of a kind. You don't even need to like force the compliment. Like it could be in that moment. A lot of men don't have the confidence to do very simple things, and it baffles me because I see they could potentially have more characteristics that would win them in their favor, but they still have a clouded mind. They still force themselves to believe that they can't do this thing, and it just baffles me. I'm just like, but you're literally potentially in a better place than I am. But I'd see myself doing that thing confidently and with success as well. But you believe that you can't even you can't even walk towards that person. You can't even open your voice box to initiate a conversation. A lot of men are afraid of the fear of rejection, and once they go through that, you're not going to get worse. If anything, it's going to build you. It's going to build your tolerance. It's like someone is not just born confident. It takes the experiences that they've gone through in life. It takes the actions they've put themselves in. Like, for example, let's say I'm good at badminton. Let's say I'm raised up as a child. I'm really good at this sport, badminton. And a lot of people say, yeah, you're really good at this sport. Like the way you slam, the way you return your shots. Like you're an amazing player at this sport. I already, just from those things that those people have told me, my confidence is it's gonna soar to the roof because I've put myself in a situation to keep improving at this sport to the point where people notice me now. They know, yeah, wow, you are really good at this sport. So it's like I've taken the action to get better, and the approval from others has improved my confidence. So now I can fluidly challenge or face other people and say, yeah, like, let's play some badminton, you'll get smashed. It's the same literally the same applies for anything in life. The more you make approaches, the more you try to network with other people, the better or the more confident you will be at making better approaches in the future. Think about it this way. If you spend a few minutes of your time or a few hours, okay, maybe hours is a bit of a push. If you spend a few minutes of your time, let's say every week, trying to improve your approach and what to say, etc., when trying to network with other people, when the time comes for someone that's like potentially going to uplift or to build or to improve your actual business or your brand, you know what to say to them to win them over because you've made those several approaches in the past that have improved your experience. But if you are someone that you like the idea of a product that you've created and you've made this product, but you've never approached anyone, you've never networked with anyone, when this network comes by and you try to shoot your shot with them, they'll be like, this guy's inexperienced, he doesn't even know what he's saying, he doesn't even seem to have a passion, he seems nervous, he seems agitated. He wouldn't want to do business with you because he'll feel like you're not confident. You're not confident with what you do. You're not pleased or you're not passionate about what you're doing. People can smell that, especially women. When they see that you've approached them with a slouchy manner, or if you've come with the expectation of not even getting what you wanted in the first place, they can smell that like blood from a shark. So of course you're probably going to get rejected because you've already put it in your head that you're going to get rejected. So it's like you've visualized yourself failing already. But it's about breaking that barrier. It's about taking that leap of faith, taking that step, saying, okay, I'm just going to make this approach. Whether it goes well or bad, I'm just going to still make this approach. And then eventually you start realizing what to say, how to initiate it. You realize that it's actually so much easier than putting the pressure of like what to say. What do I specifically say to this person? Should I say hello? Should I start with how are you? Should I introduce myself? That will all come naturally. You just need to take that step. So for anyone that's struggling with confidence, go do those things that you're afraid of. Go do those things that you have a fear of. If you're afraid of heights, go do some bungee jumping. Go do some parachuting. Break that fear. Excel in the things that you're afraid of. Most of the time, the things that you're afraid of are the things that you're probably passionate about as well. You just haven't broken the barrier yet. And obviously another way to improve your confidence would be to improve your mental health, to improve your physical health, to improve your spiritual health. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you're happy with how you look, without no doubt you'll feel confident, because all the actions you've taken in the past to improve the way you look right now are cues, are like literally an implementation of success. It's like you're automatically, subconsciously aware that you look good, like you know you look good and you feel good about that, and that makes you confident. So the best thing you can do is just take action. Sometimes the best action in some situations is inaction. Sometimes doing nothing in some situations is the best, like, is the best form of action. And it's flipped as well. Sometimes in certain situations where you feel like you can't do anything, that you not doing anything could actually be making your life worse, and actually you need to take the action to improve yourself. Always think about it this way. We think about what could possibly happen. We take the action to actually do that thing. Then obviously we experience the thing that has happened. So like, let's say driving. You're taught how to drive, theoretically. So now you have the knowledge, you're aware of how to drive, but you may have never driven in your life. So you have no experience. Now you've taken the action, you've put yourself in the driver's seat, you've driven the car. Now you have experience. How do you respond? You're excited, you're thrilled, you're like, oh my days, I know how to drive now. The reward of this thing is obviously in an emergency situation, in your driving test, you will pass because now you've got that experience, you know what you're doing, you can take the actual practical steps. Obviously you have to keep practicing, you have to keep taking that action to improve your experience. And this applies to literally everything. Most people just don't take action. They just have the knowledge. They just know, oh, I know what to say. I've never done it in my life. I've never taken the action. I've never been through that experience. Forget about the experience. Take the action first. The experience will come whilst you're taking the action. I hope people that are my friends, I hope people that are my neighbors, I hope people that are in my society, I hope we don't suffer from confidence, because that's wrong. We shouldn't suffer from confidence. We shouldn't limit ourselves because we're not capable of like doing things that are very simple to do. We shouldn't be lazy. We should just take the step forward. You should rise up and make a move ahead of your opponent. It's been your boy Polka now. We out.